What's good, Internet? My name is attackslug, and welcome back to SVR06 on the PS2, playing it on the PC emulator, heading towards Judgment Day, a triple threat with John Cena and RVD. Let's go. But curious that John Cena's US title is not on the line. But what is on the line is the contract of Torrie Wilson.
Here we go. A triple threat match for the managerial services of Torrie Wilson. No titles are on the line, but we're going to have one very happy winner nonetheless.
I'll tell you, Cole, I gave a lot of thought to lacing my boots up again and making this a fatal four-way.
Sure you did.
That Torrie Wilson is smoking hot. This is going to be intense.
One hot tomato, as Taz would say. And so I welcome you to a Wednesday here at Judgment Day. There is not too much in the wrestling world to discuss on this Wednesday, kind of a slow news day, but there are some things here and there as we get into Rob Van Dam and John Cena. So let's bring out Mr. Word Life, Basic Thugonomics, etc., etc. Your time is up. His time is now. Chain gang, chain gang, chain gang. Let's go. First order of... Leave me alone. First order, that's press, of BS is that according to the dirt sheets, and perhaps some other folks, that there is currently no plan to call up Velveteen Dream to the main roster. And that's interesting because after the events of Saturday? I forget. After the events of In Your House happened, it was like, alright, well, Velveteen Dream can no longer challenge Adam Cole for that title as long as Adam Cole is still champion. Now he's been champion for over a year at this point, right? So when will that change is a whole different discussion. So you can obviously put Dream on the back burner for a bit while you get yourself a different champion. And you have to wonder at this point of the at this stage of the game, at this point, who else is a top guy that could contend for that championship with Adam Cole. I don't think they'll run Gargano and Cole again, like they could, but I don't think they will, right? Certainly, a lot of hype right now behind Dexter Lumis, and the largest picture in the room, the largest potential matchup challenger would be Karrion Kross, right? But how long do you wait to do that matchup, and would you just immediately have him get squashed like he squashed Ciampa, or is that going to be a longer program? I don't know, right? But if you're going to keep Dream in NXT, then what do you have Dream do in the meantime, considering how often he's been a top contender for your top title in NXT? Like, I don't see him going back down to the North American title. So if you're not going to main roster the man, like, what do you do with him in the meantime is a very important question to me. But I suppose we'll find out as we see who is going to be next for Adam Cole. I would imagine part of that will be revealed tonight. And considering Dexter Lumis keeps kidnapping and going after the Undisputed Era, that could be a thing happening in the near future. Now, is it too soon for him? Who knows, right? But that's kind of the thing going on here at the moment. And we'll find out on NXT this evening. Hopefully. Maybe. Or they could not even mention it. Like, there's a whole lot of different directions you can go there with that. Yeah, John Cena, you do that. You do that, right? I am going to hit my shot block on John Cena. And then, of course, RVD is going to capitalize and just drag me around like an idiot. I wanted to gut kick the man. There. L1, L1, L1. Salt. Shaker. 2. Point. Whoa, yeah, and John Cena immediately breaks it up because he's John Cena. I also have forgotten how to change attention in this game, so that's going to be annoying in a triple threat type contest, but here we are. So, on the other side of the fence this evening, we have AEW. We have Dynamite, right? And we have the continued open challenge for the TNT Championship for one Cody Rhodes. Tonight being answered by one half of Private Party, Mark Quinn, right? And a thing I did not get a chance to get into last week, which I was obviously filming Fire Pro, and not discussing the news, was that does anybody else think that the ridiculous celebration for Cody after defending against Jungle Boy, all like everyone comes out and there's pyro and everything else, does that not to anyone else forebode potentially a heel turn for Cody? Like, I feel like it was just too much, and that they're subtly teasing a potential future heel turn for that. But hey, maybe that's just me. Perhaps I'm reading too much into it, but, like, if you ask me, that looks like a heel turn at a certain point. So, and hey, that'd be fine. And man, what would be the biggest possible heel turn for Cody after, say, losing the TNT Championship, once he is established as a top heel on the brand, to then go back on his word and challenge for the AEW World Championship. Because he was the one who said, if I don't win this, I'll never challenge again, but he said it as a face. And heels are bad guys, right? So it makes all the sense in the world that once he goes heel, hopefully in front of a crowd, that he will then challenge for that World Championship. That, to me, makes all the sense in the world, but hey, what do I know? John Cena, what I do know is that I should stomp on you, and stomp on you good, and just, yeah, immediately pin. I mean, didn't mean to do that, but John Cena. I want to grab crossbody from RVD. I wanted to grapple John Cena, and he's just, what are you doing, man? Working the leg. Okay, sure. RVD, just stop standing around. Fight somebody or don't, but do something, and do it now. Do it quickly, right? Can I get somebody here to get a, there. Get one of these. Now, this is a triple threat, which ideally should mean that it's no DQ, but I don't necessarily trust any video game to actually follow the rules of wrestling like they're supposed to, because so many times they have violated that trust that I have in games understanding how wrestling is supposed to work. So if somebody else wants to get a chair and go wild here, as you would in a triple threat matchup, then by all means, buddy. By all freaking means. But I'm not going to sit here for 6 minutes and 18 seconds and then, oh no, I got a chair and got DQ'd, even though there shouldn't be a DQ in a triple threat match. There shouldn't be a rope break in this match if there's going to be no DQ. But hey, that's just my thought on it. If you're going to have this kind of match, then you shouldn't have those kinds of rules, as it is a triple threat ordeal. Now, elsewhere on Dynamite tonight, we have the in-ring AEW debut of FTR, fighting the Butcher and the Blade. Should be a knockdown, drag-out, tag team extravaganza, and I am pretty hyped to see that a-bit-a-beardness. And again, we got John Cena. Going for it. RVD, stay down. Stay down, RVD. I'm going to pin the U.S. champion. 1, 2, 3, and attackslug wins the triple threat match, baby. Ha 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 ha. Boo! 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 He has Tori's contract. Good question. He's a big bully. That's why he's here.
That was one hell of a match you boys just put on. I knew it was going to be a classic. That's why I didn't bother telling you that you damn near killed each other for something that's already mine.
Something that's already his? What is he talking about?
You see, prior to his tragic accident, I struck a deal with our former general manager, Teddy Long, to procure the managerial services of one Tori Wilson for myself.
What? Just what is JBL saying?
So thanks for the show, boys. But just like this WWE title, Tori Wilson is the exclusive property of John Bradshaw.
JBL Poopy.
I don't believe it. Tori's been under contract to JBL all this time, and she didn't even know it. That That must have been what JBL was asking her about last week.
I think it's safe to say that 3 guys in a ring cannot be happy about this. They've been hacked. How are they going to react to this news on SmackDown?
Back. Ah, yes. Orlando Jordan. He worked there once. That happened. Okay. With the wrestling pod, JBL and his Hall. Where is Jillian Hall? With that weird thing on her face. That happened. Go look it up. It was, man, what, why, how, when. Tori is reluctant to be a part of JBL's cabinet. Wouldn't you know it? So, here we are with just a big loser.
Thank you. You people are too good to me.
Is JBL hearing the same crowd I'm hearing?
You know, I've accomplished a great many things in my career. I've made a fortune in the stock market. I am one of the greatest WWE champions in history. And damned if I ain't one of the most humble sons of bitches to ever set foot in a SmackDown ring.
It's all true, Cole. He is humble. You know what? You should try and be a little humble sometimes.
Oh, please.
But for all of my accomplishments, one of my absolute greatest was adding Tori Wilson to my administration. And nothing against you, Orlando, but you're my favorite acquisition.
But what about Jillian Hall? And here comes, whose music is that? Who's it gonna be? The Slugger is in the building. What's good?
You know, JBL, for all your bragging, it looks to me like you couldn't get yourself a woman without buying her contract.
That's a damn lie. Women everywhere fall at my feet. I am a wealthy man. I am a captain of industry. I am a wrestling god.
Well, if you're as great as you say you are, then how about a little match tonight? You and me for Tori's contract.
Yeah.
A match? With you? You've got to be kidding me. You're not in my league, son.
What a champion.
But I'll tell you what I will do. You go backstage and get one of your boyfriends to team up with you. And you can face my current administration in a match later on tonight.
So, Orlando and who? Is the question. Orlando and who? Because I've forgotten who else was in his, the Bashams? The Bashams? I think, maybe? I don't know, man. Look, it was a long time ago. And I'm old. There's been a lot of wrestling since then, and I've watched most of it. Alright, yes, the Basham brothers. So, who do you choose? The very high RVD or the current US champion, John Cena? Of course, anytime you give me an option for John Cena, I'm gonna choose John Cena. That's just, you know, beep, 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 beep. That's how it is, man. Hustle, loyalty, respect, and winning. And also, it's a handicap tag match, so 3-on-2. Orlando and Doug and Danny versus me and John Cena. But hey, man, I got John Cena. So, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Here he comes. Orlando, Jordan, where are the Bashams? Or do they get their own entrances? So that might be the case there. And again, the Titantrons in this emulator are broken unless you enable the speed hacks on level 2. But if you enable the speed hacks on level 2, the actual gameplay does not play right. So that's kind of the trade-off there of not having the Titantrons. It sucks. I'll try to do something in the editing here to make it work, but perhaps not today, because it's just a lot, man. It's just a lot. And here are the Bashams. And they're playing music. And again, nobody else had music because I turned off the music. So why are the Bashams getting music? Unless it's a cutscene. If it's a cutscene, that makes sense because that ignores that setting. But this appears to be just an entrance, so what do I know, man? What the hell do I know? What I do know is we have a lot of tag team action going on, and y'all know that I am not a fan of tag team matches in video games, they tend to go very poorly just about every time, as long as you have a bunch of CPUs making CPU decisions, and I'm not a fan of that. And I don't think that this is going to have, like, if I win this, do I get the contract, or is it still going to build towards me and JBL, regardless of winning or losing this particular matchup? That is the question, because right now, John Cena ain't helping me out. Hey, John Cena, give me a hand here, man. Do a thing. Oh, stretching him. Stretching him. And if I tag in John Cena, will he be under my control, or will he be under CPU control? Because games, these wrestling games are not always operating on the same level that you would think they would operate on, so it ends up being a bit of weirdness in, you kind of don't know which game's going to do what when you're playing it, and especially when you played a lot of them, it becomes an issue. There you go, John Cena, go! Go, John Cena, go! There's press. And the camel clutch. Attackslug crush on one of the Bashams. It's not even legal. So hey, if John Cena can keep Orlando out there for a full 10 count, and he just might, then we'll win this match. But yeah, it didn't happen. That would have been awesome, but it didn't happen. Stunner on Orlando Jordan. Get out of the ring, whichever Basham you are. 'Cause I don't know. I'm not going to learn it either. It's just not going to happen. Just not going to happen. Sorry, that's not what I do. Alright, back to focusing on the matchup here. So yeah, it's Wednesday, so I'll watch both AEW and NXT before I record a video tomorrow, and then discuss those and have a whole host of thoughts. Oh, come on, reverse! I want to store the finisher, and Orlando is just going ham with those fists of fury. I'm going to lose my finisher here. Store it! Okay, we're good. We've stored it, but again, it's 2-on-3, so that's going to prove to be very difficult, especially when Orlando just tags out here and makes that happen, and then continues to fight me, which is not cool, man. Did he tag out or not? I honestly don't know. No, he definitely tagged out and continued to beat me up. This is tag team acumen from these individuals. You know. Eat it, yeah. Ha 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 ha! And then I hit the ref. Just give me a DQ, referee. They're fighting. They're idiots. Absolute idiots. Morons on the highest level. I'm loving it. You guys are too stupid. Too stupid! Because then Slugger is going to get his finisher reversed because, and he hit the famouser. Not cool, Mr. Basham. Whichever Basham you happen to be. Doug or Danny. I think it's Doug, because it says it's green on his name, so I'm going to assume that means that's who's legal in this match. Also, I don't know how to tag out. Also, I kind of don't care. This match seems inconsequential. He hit the Rough Rider. That's funny. Let's continue trying to tag out here. There! Now, I am not controlling John Cena. So again, some games let you control your partner when you tag in, and some games don't. Some games it's an option, and I don't appear to have the option here. I'm just hitting a bunch of buttons and it's not really working, so John Cena, go for it. Or not. Or tag in Danny. Whatever. And the referee just back body dropped Doug Basham. This match is absolute chaos. 10. Ring out. Lose, win? Who cares? Oh no, it didn't matter. Imagine that. Chair to the face to John Cena. Oh, good God. There goes the Slugger.
I don't believe it. This is a damn buggy.
It's another
Not
game.
exactly Queensberry rules, Cole, but I'm pretty sure we ain't Queensberry neither.
Table time. Alright, well, they're taking out John Cena here. Okay. Good God Almighty. Don't you do it. That man has a family. Here we go. 3D! But you aren't Team 3D, so that's weird, but okay. Yep. Sure. The Bashams. Uh-huh. Alright. And that wraps up things for today. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm attackslug. Thanks for watching more videos right here. Tune in. I'll see you next time, and I'm out.